You're listening
You're listening
to
another episode
of the FreshTakes
podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Fresh Takes podcast. I am your host, Tim, alongside my two fabulous co-hosts, Tank and Pat. And boys, y'all are down 5-1, but you could easily come back.
Is this like a best of 11? I mean, we have to
I don't think it would be best of 11 because there's like 20-some trivias we got planned this year. Because you got trivia, I got trivia, we got trivia.
We got to go on at least a 2 or 3 week run here, Tank. Get a couple points ahead, and yeah,
we're gonna have to do something.
We will have one this week instead of having one on Wednesday and one on Saturday, but there will be also only one next week as well. But ladies and gentlemen, let's just go ahead and jump straight into the board. All right, if you're watching on the TikTok, head over to our YouTube to watch the whole video. Boys, I need you to tell me the last starting QB before the current QB. So, like 2019 New York Giants, I need the last starting QB before Daniel Jones took over. As you can see, some of them, like Dallas, goes all the way back to 2015. And their starts had to have been at least more than 6 in 1 year. So,
well, we know the 2015 Dallas.
I think that you guys can do 24 of these in 5 strikes.
I'm almost positive Tony Romo was the 2015 Dallas Cowboys.
You want to take that one right away?
What's your thought, Pat?
Tank, what's been the lesson from the last 3 weeks?
Go with my gut.
Go with your gut.
But I'm afraid if I go with my gut, I'm going to make myself look like a fool.
I've done it plenty of times. Just go with it.
All right, let's go. Let's go with Tony Romo, 2015 Dallas.
That is the first one on the board. The one of one. Why won't I say it's not letting me fix your head? All right.
Was 2022 Texans? Was that Deshaun? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was the guy with the long neck, wasn't it? For the
you talking about Dougie Davis Mills?
Yes. Was he Houston's?
Yeah, I think that's accurate. I'll go with Dougie Davis Mills there.
Yes, my what was it? My pass number 30, and I got criticized by you guys during our rankings of the 1 year.
Yeah,
he was so good that year.
When he was like 29, and you guys bullied me into making him like 32. Well, hey, that helps you guys because I didn't think you'd get Davis Mills.
Yeah. I went, Sam Howell for the Commanders. No.
I'm saying I thought you locked in, hey, you got it.
I did, and then like when you started drafting
Stafford, that's when they did that big old trade with him and Goff.
So then, would Goff be the Ram then? Can we go?
That's what I'm thinking.
So you guys,
can we do a twofer?
Locking a twofer?
Yeah,
we're locking the twofer in.
I'll give you the twofer. That is correct. Stafford Lions, Goff Rams. Who mainly is their starter, missed a year due to injuries. I did not count that in there.
Hey, Pat. 2022 Tampa Bay, wasn't that Tom Brady?
Yeah, they went right from Brady to Baker, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did.
I'm pretty sure they.
You want to scratch that one for a second?
I mean, go with your gut. We got 5 strikes, and I think we're on a good.
Well, then give me Green Bay 2021. That was Aaron Rodgers.
That's A-Rod. Hank's in
You're
his
just
bag
doing off.
today. He's picking up from the last couple.
Was the
You sure?
I well no, I'm not because they went through a 3 year period of Wentz, Rivers, and Matt Ryan, but I thought Matt Ryan was their last.
Ooh, you might be right.
That it's two across for each of you on the NFC East.
I can't even say the Giants. I'm not gonna lie. I know it, but I can't think of who it is. Wasn't the 2023 Vikings? That was Kirk Cousins.
I just
Lock
got.
that in.
I would say you got to tell me
Pat,
if
don't
you're
even say
locking
anything.
in.
Lock it in.
Yeah, that's Kirko Chains.
Look at me like
All
that, Pat.
right,
I say I need you guys to say lock in.
run the field here.
Justin Fields.
All right.
Was Pat Cincinnati? Was that Palmer?
He would have been about 86 years old.
Wait, what?
You're talking about Carson Palmer, the guy who led the. I think the time frame is right. I'm unsure, so we can try it, and if we're wrong, we'll
All right,
know.
lock Andy Dalton in.
Correct. Andy Dalton was on his last year in his contract and he got hurt, so they went with Burrow, first pick. Yeah, Carson Palmer ended his career with the Cardinals, and yeah, I think he retired in 15 or 16.
Hey, Pat, while you think
Yeah,
about that,
Desmond Ritter. Oh, sorry.
can we lock in San Francisco 2022 Trey Lance?
He came in.
Because it was Trey Lance, and then he got hurt, and then that's when they brought in Brock Purdy.
Well, that's semi-true. Didn't they go to Jimmy G first, and then he got hurt like 6 weeks later?
But he said they have to start. They had to start more than 6 games.
Trey
Is that
Lance
correct? Chosen one.
didn't Trey Lance
That
only
is
start
correct.
two? I think Trey Lance only started two. He had like that rainy Chicago game win, and then he got hurt in week two, I think. And then Jimmy G took over for through week eight, nine, maybe.
So
I mean, you guys got five
I
strikes. You can
think.
take a chance.
Well, now I'm making up a timeline that might not exist. So, I'm a little hesitant to
hey
lock
Pat,
that in.
what
What?
about the 2021 Seattle Seahawks? Wasn't that Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
Lock that in.
That is dangerous. Current New York Giant starting QB.
I think Dangerous might be on this list twice.
Yeah,
Because Tank, where
he
did he
might
go
be on
after
Broncos.
Seattle?
He might be at the Broncos too.
I think he is. Let's lock it
Lock that
in.
in too.
Correct. Dangerous. Spotted twice.
What's that? What's that make us at?
Probably more than what I thought
4,
you would get.
7, 11, 13, I think we're at. If I'm counting faces
Yeah,
correctly.
I'm counting 13 also.
I'm getting 13 on my paper, so
23 Patriots. Mac attack Jones.
that is old Mac and Cheese Jones.
Um, oh yeah, lock in Desmond Ritter because I need to know if I'm right there or not. So,
Yes, sir, you are correct.
okay.
That
Wow,
was Mr.
job,
Like
Pat.
2,000 yards Desmond Ritter.
Tank, do you want to lock in the one we were hesitant to there with the goat?
On 2022 Bucks.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, lock it in.
Yes, sir, that was Brady. They brought in Baker to go up against Trask, and it never happened. They just went with Baker.
Oh, that's okay. So Speaking of
Because
Baker,
that was the year that when we did our rankings, you said Trask would be better.
me,
Yeah.
yeah, he would have. He was never given a chance.
Say you're all for Trask.
They would have had 2 Super Bowls by now.
Guy would never would
Um,
have even gotten hurt in that Ravens game.
21 Brown has to be Baker.
Baker.
Speaking of,
Yes, sir. That is Big Bake.
Hey,
nah.
the Bills. Is it the Bills or the Dolphins that had the Fitzpatrick, Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Well, all 3 of those teams up there did, along with, let's see, about 17 other teams.
I know, right?
Yeah. There's 4 more teams up there that Fitzpatrick played for.
That was the Bills, Miami, the Jets. Who else did he play for?
Titans.
Now the Titan. Yeah.
That was like
Yeah,
early
he
in
Speaking
his
did
of,
play for the
career.
Titans.
um,
Hey, what about the 23 Titans? Wasn't that Tannehill?
2 years ago, oh, I, I, he,
What do you need?
Come on, lock some
yeah.
in, boys.
Joe Flacco, 2018 Ravens.
Lock in.
Lock in.
All
Sure.
right.
Okay, there we go.
That was
Hey, I
Flacco.
remember the Giants now.
You remember the Giants? Who is it?
If I'm not mistaken, it's Daniel Jones.
I think you're mistaken.
I think when I gave you the
Then there was
example
Eli
and I
Manning.
told you it wasn't Daniel Jones.
Oh,
I should just
then
give
it's
you an
Eli
X for
Manning.
that. I should just give you an X for that.
Uh, I, what
Yes.
about Eli Manning then?
Yes. That was Eli Manning. Daniel Jones has been the current starter for the Giants for the last 5 years. And I mean,
um,
like I said, I didn't want to count last year when you technically it would have been Tyrod or DeVito because Daniel played 2 games. But like I said, if they got injured, I wasn't taking that out.
So how many more do we need to complete the board?
13 more to complete the board, so that means you need 5 more to win.
Need 5
all
more.
right.
5 to win, 13 to complete the board, and you have 0 strikes.
Hey, was it Kenny Pickett for the Pittsburgh Steelers there, Pat?
Uh,
You willing to wait till
yeah,
next, possibly?
yeah, I think it is though.
All right, let's log it in.
Kenny
Kenny
Two
Pickett.
Gloves. Thanks. On
Man,
a
I'm blowing up
roll
today.
today.
Is the 19 Charger Philip Rivers?
That is big old Phil.
He didn't say lock it in, but we're locking it in.
When
I
Pat says it, I just assume it's a lock in. But when you say something, I feel like you hesitate.
Hey, Pat, 2023, rate us. Was that Jimmy G?
I was really trying to think of who was there, but yeah, it was him, wasn't it?
Lock it in.
Yeah,
Sure was Jimmy
good job, Pat.
Garoppolo. Then he got benched for Aiden O'Connell.
Is he also? Hey, chosen one, is Jimmy G on this list twice?
Might have to throw out a strike to find out.
Damn it!
You
G,
You
willing
never
you
said
willing the
it.
strike?
this isn't a magic 8 ball scenario. I need like actual advice, not generalized.
All right. Magic 8 Ball says ask again in a couple of seconds.
Damn it. Um,
When he said Palmer or down in the Cardinals, was that was that who he said it was? Do you think?
I can
Because
7 years
because
ago
has
seems
what's his,
so far away somehow.
but who's been there since? Was what's his name? Kyler Murray.
I'm thinking Kyler Murray, yeah.
So before Kyler Murray, was it not
Except for
Palmer?
what do you think? I honestly do not know. I cannot remember who was. I do not think it was, but I can't remember. You can guess it. We have strikes. I don't know. I got nothing better right now. I think your Titan guess sits stronger with me if you want to throw that one out.
And that was what Tannehill.
Yeah.
I don't know, Pat.
Because I don't know how many games did Malik Willis start? He started a good bit, didn't he? He'll
I
be more
think
for
so.
it.
All right, lock in Tannehill for the Titans.
Correct. That's why I said last year the Giants should sign Tannehill. Malik, I think he played after Tannehill had like 7 or 8 games, so I wasn't going to count it.
Hey,
Wait a
Pat.
minute. Wait a minute. Yes.
Hold on, Pat.
Yeah.
The 2020 Jags, was that um Gardner Minshew? I'm almost positive it's Gardner Minshew.
I think you might be right.
Willing to eat a
I'm
strike?
okay with it, guess.
All right, take it. Lock it in. Gardner Minshew.
Mustache Minshew.
All right.
Now I'm really
All
trying to
that
think
talk
about the.
all that talk about Baker earlier, and I almost overlooked this.
If you get this, you guys win.
Well, then I'm guessing twice at this spot because it's one of these two. Baker Mayfield, 22 Panthers.
Correct.
Oh.
What was your other guess?
Well, if it wasn't him, I was going to say Sam Darnold because I couldn't
Fun
remember
fun
which order.
fact, they both had the exact same amount of starts, so I was accepting either answer.
Okay.
I looked it up. They
Can we try
literally
to
had
see
the
if we can get any
exact
more?
same. They both played 8 games.
Yeah, that's funny.
Can we?
Tank, throw them out
Can,
if you think
I was
they
saying
went
you
on.
won, so now you can just kind of throw.
Um,
Look at
I'm.
that. No strikes at
I
all
don't
in
want to
this
go with
game.
my gut anymore on the 2018. I want to skip the 2018 Cardinals because that's Carson. I want to say Carson Palmer, but I know it's not Carson Palmer now. But I want to say Carson Palmer at the same time.
let's go.
Well, here, since we're just seeing if you can do this
Was
and I'm
Matt
not
Ryan
counting
the Colt?
strikes anymore,
Oh,
Carson Palmer is not the Cardinal.
Oh wow.
there you go.
Say, I'm not going to count strikes since you guys already won. So, yeah, Carson Palmer is not your Cardinal.
Was it Matt Ryan for the Colt?
Yes, Matt Ryan was the Colt. Phillip was 2020. Wentz was 2021. Matt Ryan was 2022.
Dude,
Because when
I'm
Phillip
really
left the
thinking that
Chargers, he played a
49ers
year at
with
the
either
Colts and
Trey
then he was
Lance.
done.
So I have two guesses for the 49ers. It's either Trey Lance or it's Jimmy G.
Okay, well, what's your first guess?
Oh, let me go with Jimmy G just for the hell of it.
Correct. Pat was right. Trey Lance played two
Really?
games and
Wow.
Jimmy G took over the next six.
Wow, that's bad. See, sometimes the memory clips. Uh, not for that Saint in 23 though. I can't remember who Carr took over.
I'll
Was
give you this. He was already
Jameis?
mentioned once.
Winston?
It's not
No,
Winston.
he's already mentioned
The
once.
Saint was already mentioned once. The Dolphin was mentioned, but not like guest. And then
Ryan
your
And that
Fitzpatrick,
was
yeah,
Dolphin.
Dolphin is Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I knew it was somebody up there.
Jets was Zach. Um,
Jets is Zach Wilson.
yeah, I was gonna say Zach Taylor. Definitely not Zach
Was
Taylor.
it was it was it he was the backup for Baltimore recently. For the Buffalo. The
Josh
black dude.
Johnson,
No.
Snoop Huntley.
He played I think is that Tyrod? T
Oh,
Rod?
Tyrod
T
Taylor.
Rex? Yes.
Maybe.
I'll tell you, yes, that is correct for the Bill, but Tyrod played for the Ravens back in 2012. He
Oh,
was
so
on
Quite
the
a while
He
ago.
was on the Super Bowl winning team. He was just on the Jets.
Um,
oops.
You got two more to run the board, and you guys technically have two strikes because I'm counting that Jameis Winston guess. So you would have
uh,
two strikes technically.
oh wait, this has to count. Taysom Hill. He played more than 6 games and he's half quarterback.
Not as starter though.
um,
The only it was it Derek Carr? No,
No,
because
Derek's
he's
the starter. The
that's what I'm
Saint
saying.
actually,
the
That's
Saint was mentioned, and he was on an AFC team. Now he's on an NFC team. The team he was on matched his hair color.
then Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston.
No, you already guessed Jameis for the Saints. I said no.
actually I had a strike for him too. So
The only other quarterbacks out there right now that
uh,
I can think of is Spencer Rattler that
uh,
played for Saints.
He's not on the Saints anymore.
he's in the AFC now.
No, he was AFC. Then he went to the Saints. Now he's on an NFC team in the same division as the Saints.
I have no clue.
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton.
There we go. Took me a long time to get there.
And
How
a
about this?
Cardinal, I don't think
Can you give me the initials? Give me the
I will give you
initials.
a clue that Pat probably will get it right away. His post-draft interview, he said that there was 10 terrible choices before him.
Um,
JR,
Josh
wasn't his?
Rosen.
Josh
I was about to say he
Rosen,
started with Josh. I was gonna say Josh something.
because he said that Josh Allen was the second best Josh in that draft. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That is all of the quarterbacks before the current starting quarterback. And these boys ran the board. I told you this is probably a pretty easy one for you. But we hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, go ahead and leave a like, comment down below what you want to see next. And if you have any trivia ideas. But other than that, I think I will send it on over to Pat.
Hey, you might think I'm about to go to a boat party. Not. I'm just cold. But you know it's not cold? My trivia. I was blazing hot this week, along with the man who I think answered about six more than I did. So, Tank, take it away, my friend.
Hey man, I'm shocked that I was able to pull half of those out. I'm not even gonna lie. But other than that, you can follow us on the good old X, aka FKA Twitter. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Yeah. Let's hope we can make a big comeback. Other than that, I will see you all next week. Thanks, signing off. Peace, y'all.
Bye, everybody.